don't know which hat to wear. This is my newest Seahawk hat. Just got this one on my birthday. Bought this one at Qualcomm Stadium when Seattle came down here week 1 of the preseason. And I'll rock this one. My Wilderness Seahawks hat. I bought this one at a Chevron in Bremerton, Washington, almost 10 years ago. Yeah, I'll go with this one. What's going on, TTC? Welcome back to the new Rob Report. This week, I didn't have a whole lot to choose from. Wasn't a whole lot going on. I've only been in the TTC since last season, so I don't know where all of the team's video makers are. I didn't see too many comments from, matter of fact, I haven't even seen too many hate week videos from our guys. I don't know what's going on this week. Where are all the Jaguars video makers? I only found one video. Obviously, I've been taking the video that I found to be the most interesting and go ahead and putting in my 2 cents on that video and that particular person. I only found one. So, Gator Boo, congratulations. You are the lucky special topic on the new Rob Report. Gator Boo. Now, I had to give it some serious consideration on whether I was going to do this video on Mr. Gator Boo, because Gator Boo is an older gentleman. He seems like he's probably a nice guy. He's sitting on what looks to be his backyard patio with his glasses on, and his old man, white hair, combed back. Said he's not even much of an NFL fan. He's more of a college fan, which is cool. But hey, he posted his video, so he's fair game. Upon watching Gator Boo's video, I actually was beginning to agree with what he was saying. I was beginning to. What he was saying was actually had a little bit of common sense, a little bit of intelligence in it. He was saying that, originally he wasn't expecting Jacksonville to win more than 3, 4, 5 games, something like that. And upon seeing how Jacksonville has played so far this season, he's now turned that down to about 2 games. All that makes sense. But then Mr. Gator Boo went on to say that in his opinion, his feeling, Jags 17, Sea Chicks 14. The title of his video, so we already know what one of his picks are. He's picking the Jaguars to upset Seattle 17-14 in the clink. So that was the first sign of what may be a little bit of, dementia, at his older age. You can't help it. But hey, okay, he's calling me upset. Upsets happen every week, right? But then he goes on to say that Jacksonville's only going to win 2 games this year, and the 2 games that Jacksonville's going to win are going to be 1, the game against us, and 2, against San Francisco. That's when I changed my opinion on Mr. Gator Boo. If it wasn't bad enough that he was calling the upset against Seattle in the clink, he's also calling upset later in the season against San Francisco at the stick. I'm obviously not a San Francisco fan. I would like nothing more than to see Jacksonville go into the stick and beat the 49ers. But Gator Boo, really? Talk about a shot in the dark. If I was him, I'd put some money on that in Vegas. Shit. Because if he pulled that off, he could move out of the swamp. The Jacksonville Jaguars are in for a whooping. You can't look past the team. Again, I said that last week. But there's really no way. When the betting lines opened up, and I'm not much of a sports bettor, but when the betting lines opened up on Tuesday, I read an article, I think it was from CBS, and they said that the betting line opened up at forfeit. Obviously an exaggeration, but the betting line opened up at 19.5 points, one of the biggest spreads in NFL history. Historically speaking, out of all of the historically big spreads, the favorite usually ends up covering. So I'm picking Seattle to cover the spread. There's not one single element of Jacksonville's offense or defense where they have an advantage over us. I think maybe the closest thing, the closest element of the game where they may be even close to us may be wide receivers, and that's only because Seattle's wide receivers have yet to set themselves apart from the rest of the league as elite. We all know that our receivers are great. We all know that our receivers are very capable. Golden Tate is slowly but surely making himself more known. Doug Baldwin is super consistent, especially now that he's healthy. Sidney's always going to be in the mix. Jermaine Kearse. And sooner or later, we're going to have Percy back. So the advantages are very clearly in Seahawks' favor. But that said, not looking past them. I expect us to go out there and have another repeat of the Arizona game from last year, or the Buffalo game from last year, or the 49er game from last year. That's what I expect. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say about this game. Again, there was not a whole lot of video makers for Jaguars that I was able to see. If there were, somebody tell me in my comments or in your videos, because I didn't see nothing except for Gator Boo. And Gator Boo has been out there in that down south humidity too long. He's talking all kind of crazy stuff. Anyway, that's all I got. Looking forward to watching this ass whooping on Sunday. Go Hawks.